Quarantine. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger being tested for COVID-19 after his wife tested positive for the virus yesterday. The state's top election official says he plans to self-isolate no matter the test result. If the test is positive, other members of his staff will also be tested and quarantined.
Deadly beating. Officers finding 2 people with head injuries along Campbellton Road in southwest Atlanta last night. They tell us the man died. The woman is in serious condition. Right now, homicide investigators believe another man used some type of blunt object to assault the victims. They're still working to gather information.
I'm Hope Ford at the world's busiest airport that may look a little bit different for the Thanksgiving holiday. AAA reports the number of people expected to travel this year will drop by at least 10%, but people are still planning to travel, so medical experts say if you must travel, it is better to drive. Also, if you do plan to spend time with immediate family, medical experts say right now, 14 to 10 days out from Thanksgiving is the time to start a quarantine. If you can't quarantine, limit your interactions with other people as much as possible. And the nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, reminds people you can let your guard down around your friends and family, but remember, asymptomatic people can spread the virus, and be aware of anyone in your household who is elderly or high risk.